Hey everybody, this is Andrew from TS for Tech, and today I'm taking a quick look, doing an unboxing of this Vevor Power Station. So this is a battery-based power station. I've done some other power station reviews on the channel before. This one is a 296 watt-hour backup lithium-ion battery. It does have a solar input, so if you have a solar panel with a barrel jack, you can kind of plug it in and charge this via solar. It has a 300 watt output with a peak power output of 600 watts. This is a pure sine wave AC outlet, so you should get clean power coming out of this for your AC appliances. It has a USB quick charge 3.0, LED light built in. And basically, you know, it's geared towards maybe outdoor camping, home emergency use, that sort of thing. And it's pretty portable, right? So that's one thing that's pretty cool about this. Now, they advertise that it has Class A cell lithium batteries. So basically lasts 3,000 plus cycles, 6 times longer than other competing devices from that perspective, from a longevity of the battery. So let's look at this real quick. So this is the model number. It's PPS 300-3, 12 volt to 20 volt DC input, and then AC output. This is the US model, so it's 110 volts, and it has a couple Type A USB outputs as well as a Type C input and output, so input to charge it, but output as well. It has a DC output, two DC outputs, and like I said, the internal lithium-ion battery capacity is 296 watt hours, which is 20 amps, 14.8 volts. So I will go ahead and just open this up and we'll take a look. So if we take a look what you get in the box, obviously get the power station, which is kind of a nice, it's a rectangle, right? But fairly nicely built. It's got a exhaust fan or a cooling fan on it. Nice carry handle. It looks kind of like a battery, like a car battery or something. But I'll put that just right there. Obviously get a user manual. It kind of talks through all of how to use it. You do have a power charger, right? So I'm assuming the other piece of it is in here. So you do get an AC adapter to charge it. So you can put that in the DC input here. So you can plug it in to charge it. Has the extension cable for the power adapter there, and then also has a car lighter adapter. So if you want to charge this via a lighter socket in your car, you can charge it as well. But yeah, let's basically just take a look. So as I said, has an in and out power delivery 100 watt port here, USB-C, has a power delivery 27 watt, and then 2 quick charge 3.0 USB-A. And then it has 2 AC outputs and a DC as well. So you can plug things into this and like another adapter. So yeah, so let's go ahead and turn it on. Now, I don't know if it's hard to see because the light here is too bright. But basically, it has an LCD screen there. It says 99 hours of capacity. It is 69% charged at this moment. You basically just turn these on by pressing the buttons. So like if you want to turn on the AC, press that. If you want to turn a USB, press that. If you want to turn on the light, press that. It has a couple brightnesses, flashing, kind of like a strobe SOS thing. So a few different modes for the the emergency light, which can come in handy. I mean, if you're camping or you're stuck somewhere and you need some light, it's nice to have that. Again, multiple brightnesses, some flashing strobe modes, SOS, that sort of thing, which is always handy. All the specs there on the back. The bottom does have rubberized feet, so non-slip. And they're pretty rubbery, so this should not slide around if you have it somewhere. And again, this will probably come on once you plug things that have more of a heavy load on them, on the battery bank itself. And yeah, and as you actually turn on the outlets, it does change on the screen. I don't know if you can see at the bottom there. It changes the indication of what's turned on. So if I turn off that, I turn off AC, I turn off the USB, those all kind of come off as well. So just to do a little test here, I have a hair dryer. I'm going to go ahead and plug that into the AC outlet, turn on. All right, so I just turned on the AC outlet and I have this plugged in, and I would assume it would work. So that did work, although I think I overloaded the AC with the wattage on that. So if I had just turn it off. So if I had that just on a warm or a cool setting, it was fine. But if I tried to turn the heat up, I think it peaked over the 300 watts and then caused this to kind of kick out. So yeah, so a hairdryer will work if you're doing like kind of cool or warm, but not hot. And what happens then is basically this thing kind of like will trip, and then it will warn you like, hey, you got something that's drawing too much power off of that. So I guess that's more of an extreme test, right? So hairdryer plugged into here potentially would work, right? Depending on how much the heating element's drawing and that sort of thing. So that's one thing to test here. Additionally, what I'll do real quick, I'll test I have a Raspberry Pi. I have one of these Raspberry Pi frames, which shouldn't draw that much. See if it turns on. Okay, yeah, so this works. And this is basically just a little Raspberry Pi touchscreen connected to a Raspberry Pi, and it takes a little while to boot up, but you'll see welcome to Raspberry Pi desktop. And this is drawing basically 8 watts right now, according 7 or 8 watts depending, according to this. You can see 8, 7, 8 watts, and at 69% capacity, this could power that Raspberry Pi for about 14 hours or so. So actually, it's pretty good. So basically power a small computer like this for about 14 to 15 hours. And then obviously you could charge other devices as well. I guess for the solar input, it would go on the DC 12 to 20 volt input here. So I don't know if you've seen those kind of solar panels in the past. It does have a barrel jack, kind of like that standard jack that you can plug into other sorts of things. So you can use that to charge this up. I do also believe, I don't know if this has pass-through power or not. I shouldn't speak without checking. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. Oh yeah, so it does say that. So this unit does support full pass-through charging. So the whole point there is you could be charging it with like a solar panel, or charging it with your car, or charging with another device, and then also be plugged into it. So while you're using this, you can be charging it at the same time. So I've had a couple other ones that don't include that feature, and it kind of sucks because you might want to use it if you're charging it up, and if it doesn't support pass-through power, then you're kind of out of luck. If you're charging it with the AC adapter, it says it will take 6 to 7 hours to fully charge it. And then depending if you have a high power delivery or USB-C with a higher wattage, like a 100-watt input, it will be 2.5 to 3.5 hours fully charged. I mean, you could do both, I guess, is what this is showing. This is showing an AC adapter plus the USB-C, so you can charge it twice as fast. 3 to 4 hours if you're charging it with a car. And then solar charging depends, right? If you're using like a 120-watt panel plugged in there. And then too, it gives you some useful ideas here. So you can charge an iPhone 50 times, 20-watt lamp you can run for 13 hours. You could charge a drone 10 times. You have a 60-watt laptop, 4 hours of life there. 50-watt fan, 5.5 hours. You can run a mini fridge. You can run a CPAP machine. So if you're camping and you need a CPAP machine, you can run that for mostly overnight, I guess. And then even a 70-watt LCD TV. So there's lots of really cool features in this thing. And yeah, I'm going to definitely be testing this out and using it around in my activities. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll link to this in the description. If you have any questions, go ahead and post those below. This is Andrew from T is for Tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.